Hi, I'm Abby Stouffer. I'm the Senior Product Marketing Manager for doTERRA Europe, and today I am joined by two of our Scientific Medical Education Committee members, Dr. Fernando Guerra and Dr. Alexandra Nitsche. Hello, thank you for being part of this today. And today we're going to be talking about the new MetaPWR Mito2Max. But before we get into that, Alexandra, can you tell me what is energy in the human body? How and where is it made?
So if energy is the fuel of our bodies, it's like gasoline is the fuel for our cars, right? So we need this energy or this power for doing everything. That means we need it for moving our muscles. We need it for breathing. We need it even for thinking. But how or where is this energy, or who is the one who is responsible making this energy? And these are our mitochondria. And the mitochondria, they are the powerhouses in our cells. They live in every cell in our body, except the red blood cells, but in every other cells in our body. So in over 34 trillion cells, we have 34 trillion little tiny entities in our body. And these little tiny entities are really fascinating because there are individuals and we inherit them from our mother. But the interesting thing is that all of us have the same mitochondria in us, so the same identities with almost no difference. They can't live without us, but we also can't live without them. And they are producing energy by producing ATP. So we can say ATP is the energy in our cell. It's like a little battery. So if we need energy in our bodies, then the ATP or the battery is releasing this energy, and then our body functions can work. But the question is, what is the fuel for the mitochondria making energy? And I think this is a really important topic because these are nutrients. And it's so important to talk about what we eat, because everything what we eat, our body try to convert into energy inside our cells, in our mitochondria with the cellular respiration. And these are the so-called macronutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. And because of that, it's so important what kind of fuel we give to our mitochondria, because then it depends on how strong our energy is on the one side. And second, it's also important for our mitochondria to keep them healthy because we really need them.
Great. And it's obviously incredibly important what we consume can play a really big part in how our mitochondria performs for us. So, Fernando, could you talk to us about the constituents within MetaPWR Mito2Max and how they help with energy production?
So the constituents are really important to give us all the energy that mitochondria has. And those constituents are important because they help the mitochondria to work better. So if you look at the mitochondria as a big factory, which is very tiny inside the cell, there's a lot of molecular processes that work together like a symphony to produce energy. And the Mito2Max help us to help the small machines that produce the electrons, that produce the ATP that will be required for multiple reactions in our body. Sometimes people don't realize, but for every reaction, we need energy. So we cannot make an enzyme work without the energy. And that energy is provided by our mitochondria. And without that, we cannot survive.
And Alexandra, what are some of the things that make us feel tired during the day? Are there things that interfere with our energy?
Of course, and I think we all knew the feeling how it is being tired during the day. But the primary reason for being tired is a lack of sleep and rest. And this is a really big problem we mentioned earlier, that the people are not aware when they go to bed or what they do before bed. They don't have a sleep hygiene, and it's important that we avoid the screen time before sleeping, because our bodies and also our cells and also our mitochondria, they need a rest, that they can recharge their batteries for the next challenges what our bodies have to do. But there are also other factors what can influence our mood or as well our tiredness. And these are things like a lack of good food. So if we have or if we eat bad nutrition with not so healthy macronutrients, or a lack of macronutrients as well. So we talked also about different lifestyles, and some lifestyles, they avoid different food, and this could also make problems. Then a lot of stress. Unhealthy relationships is also a really big topic. Maybe you had also in your life a moment when you had a personal problem with somebody, or a fight, or maybe you were sad, and we feel in these moments how tired we are, how exhausted we are, and it takes so much energy inside us if we have this bad relations in our life. So if we have a look at our awareness chart again, I think there is everything what can lead to a lot of energy, what can give us a lot of fuel for our mitochondria. But there are also mentioned the things, if we don't live like that, what can lead to fatigue and also for tiredness. I think also lifestyle habits can influence our energy in our body, like if we have an excessive consumption of caffeine or alcohol, all these lifestyle habits can also have a high impact on that.
And it's hard, I think, because you can have a really good habits, like you can have all the best intentions to have healthy habits, but sometimes life just your day doesn't work out that way, right? You can plan to go to bed, be off screen time at 8 p.m., be in bed at 9 p.m., and then for whatever reasons, work, kids, stress keeps you up. So it's hard to have that support to take you through during those times as well, when sometimes life just doesn't match what you were hoping to plan for.
It is, I agree totally. And because of that, it's important that we don't change our habits after one day, because maybe then we will go into this challenge for 1, 2, maybe 3 days. And after a few weeks, everything will be like it was in the last year. So we have to change tiny things. So if we don't like salad, or we are not eating salad because it needs time to cut every food in small parts, then let's start only with a tomato. Start with a tomato for maybe 1 week, and then after 1 week we can add a cucumber, and so on. And this we can also do with our healthy habits in our life, that we say, okay, maybe today I will go a little bit earlier in my bed, or today I will stop my screen time at 7 p.m. So start with little things, and then we can enhance them, and then maybe one day we will have a totally healthier lifestyle. But every step is important, and I think we have to try it now. So today has to be the day one, changing our lifestyle.
For sure, and sometimes it's hard to believe that little things can make up that bigger difference in the long run. And I'm guilty, I've got to be honest. So whenever I am feeling like I'm lacking energy, I might consume something or take something that will give me energy, to get me through either a meeting or to help support me through that day. But sometimes I'll feel a bit anxious afterwards, or I'll feel like jittery. Is that something that, as we talk about MetaPWR Mito2Max, is that an effect I and those that might be in the same boat as me might receive?
We need to think about all that symptoms in a broader way.
Okay.
So looking for the chart, looking for what we do at your rest, your diet, all combined helps with Mito2Max to avoid that feelings. And you can't forget, if we take it every day and skip 1 day or 2, or we're going to a travel and you just forget to take it. Yeah. And will not feel that feeling of anxiousness, and because the levels that are achieved, they're stabilized, and there are the minor effects on the lack of the when you don't take the Mito2Max for 1 day or 2, that doesn't give you the lack of that substance.
Okay.
So because it's the elements and the substance that we choose, because they are so natural, so well studied, it helps you in not only in our energy, but also in our mental state. Help us to feel better, to balance ourself.
So, Fernando, can you tell us the best way to take MetaPWR Mito2Max?
Sure. So it depends about everyone. Everyone is different. So it depends how the day starts. So it's better to take always with food. In the morning, let me tell you just how was my experience before. Before, I just took a coffee in the morning, and then I started to change it to Mito2Max and see how it works with me, and it really works very well. So I feel that push in the morning, just let's go to work, let's go to the meeting. So actually, it gives me that feeling of well-being for the day, and without any of the other effects of sometimes when you take some other beverage that at the end feel needing to take another. Yeah. And you don't feel that with Mito2Max. You feel good. And that's why I recommend it. Take it in the morning with food. There are some people that thought about don't take it at night, because sometimes because of the product itself, it gives you too much push and then you want to sleep, and then you have trouble in sleeping. So I really recommend for the morning push to just start the day.
And Alexandra, so we're sat here today with MetaPWR Mito2Max, which is a new formula. Previously we had Mito2Max. Can you talk us through what the differences are in this new formula, and with it now coming underneath the MetaPWR umbrella?
Yes, so at first we have the MetaPWR umbrella, like you said. That's great, because I think the energy and the metabolism is connected. And now we have the MetaPWR essential oil as a new ingredient inside. So we have all the benefits from the essential oils we have in the MetaPWR oil blend. Yes. That's lemon, grapefruit, peppermint. It's the cinnamon bark, and also the ginger. And all these essential oils with all the benefits for the metabolism can support the mitochondria. And the mitochondria, sometimes they need a little bit help. And we talk about these ingredients who can help or support mitochondria, and we call them mitoceuticals. And these mitoceuticals at first are protecting mitochondria on one way, and on the other way they are helping them in their challenge, like helping transporting the macronutrients in the citric cycle circle. And because of that, for supporting more this mitochondria with mitoceuticals, there are in total 5 new ingredients in the new Mito2Max. So at first we talked about the MetaPWR. This is new. Then the PQQ is new, and the Eridictylum californicum. But there are 2 more ingredients, and these ingredients are only in the European formula. We have the pentotenic acid inside, so the vitamin B5 we already know and love, and we have the manganese citrate inside. So an all over really big and supporting combination. And I think that all these ingredients can work together in a synergistic way and can support our mitochondria, and so support our energy level now on a higher level.
Definitely. Sounds like it is a powerhouse. It was before, but definitely an upgraded version of Mito2Max, which we hope everyone's going to love and enjoy. So thank you both for your time today. It's been great to talk to you.